What's up with it, man? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Yes, he's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Okay, he's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Uh, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, the Lakers and as well as the Jazz are drawing interest in Doc Rivers. Now, he had some comments about the Clippers a couple weeks ago. Now, some people they're speculating that he may go back to the Clippers or whatnot. But here's the thing: now I can see why I don't know. Dot looked like he's fed up with the bullshit. Okay, now I can also say this too: Dot Rivers. I don't think he should be coaching anymore. Okay, I think that he should be in the front office. I mean, that's just me. That's just me talking. You know, I could be wrong, but I mean, he really doesn't have anything to do anymore. I mean, he's already solidified his legacy, and I don't think that anybody's truly buying into what Doc is doing. They might buy into it, when it's the regular season and everything, but also a lot of it, a lot of the blame in terms of his personnel and in terms of them executing and everything. Believe it or not, a lot of the blame falls on Doc too. And I've said that time and time again. What's up with it, Big Who? Now, we've heard Doc Rivers, we've heard Mark Jackson. There's even people saying Coach K. Now, Magic Johnson has already came out and pretty much has said that Frank Vogel is gone. So they're looking for him. And I'm just talking about the Lakers in particular. And shout out to Ticket TV Pro Basketball Updates because he was the first one to let everybody know about this. Uh, if he goes to the Lakers, I don't see that being a good situation either. I think that the Lakers actually need somebody who's younger, you know. Uh, and if they do go after somebody that's a little bit older, then you go for a guy like a Mark Jackson. Okay. Do I think that Mark Jackson would do a better job? Absolutely. Now, also, here's another thing. You know that Danny Ainge is over there with Utah, okay? Because the Jazz are interested in Dot Rivers too, and Quinn Snyder, who uh, might be on the hot seat, and if he does go, because you hear rumblings about it, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes over there. Now, bringing Mike D'Antoni over to the Sixers, I got into an argument with somebody from another channel. What's up with it? Well, I mean, Stephen, man, that's what we're talking about right now. I said that he's coaching one foot in, one foot out because the Lakers and the Jazz are interested in the service. Well, they're drawing, some sort of interest into Doc Rivers. I mean, you could tell that he's just tired of it there, and now that James Harden is there and having to deal with a personality and an ego like James Harden, it makes it even worse. Yeah, absolutely. We do need a change. I've been saying that for I don't know how long, and people disagree with me. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people might disagree with me in terms of wanting to move Doc Rivers in the front office. I would rather have Doc Rivers in the front office more so. Excuse me, y'all. I got allergies messing with me. I would rather have Doc Rivers in the front office more so than coaching right now. I think he'll do a better job, and he's more suited to be in the front office than he is in you know as far as coaching. But we do need a change. We need a shakeup. And this one guy, man, tried to argue me down talking about Harden is the answer, Harden is the savior. I'm like, man, you are so full of it, man, for real, because you obviously he's gonna tell me that I obviously don't know basketball, yada yada yada. If you sitting up there and you capping for Harden and you thinking that Harden is gonna lead us to the promised land and we gonna hoist the Larry O'Brien with this guy, you would have a better chance. You would have a better chance of. I'm trying to think of a prime example. You would have a better chance of. You would have a better chance of eating eating a poisonous snake and living. That's how. That's how much lack of faith that I have in James Harden. I have more faith in Embiid. Now, Embiid, he has the right tools, but he's worried about the wrong stuff, man. He's worried about his goals, his priorities are in the wrong order. Yeah, you might get up there at the press conference, stuff like that, but and say, yeah, my job is to win, da 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 da. But when you're sitting up there and you're making statements talking about, yeah, I'm so yeah, you got a better chance eating a poisonous snake and living, Stephen Green. I was trying to go off the top of my head, but I'm just saying. My point is that with Harden, you're not going to go nowhere because the thing about it is that everybody has said it. You'll see it in this chat. The Sixers fan this morning, Florent, shout out to Florent from Africa. He basically said that Harden is washed. Now, I'm not going to say he's washed up, but he's set in his ways. He's uh he's set in his ways, and he's never gonna change. That's from his play. That's from the mental, all that stuff. He's never gonna change. He's never gonna change. But they need a shakeup. Like a Sam Cassell, little bit younger. And he played the point guard position. I mean, he is a champion. And he was in the league. He was successful in the league. He might have not been no Hall of Famer or none of that. But Sam Cassell has, he's been with the Clippers. He's been with the Sixers. Why not go ahead and get him started, get him in there. Don't bring in D'Antoni, because this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna bring in D'Antoni. All right, you bring in D'Antoni, like Ticket said. Okay, Ticket is on point with this, and he's calling it. And boy, they proving his ass right. It's like a domino effect. It was him, and then, of course, Turod thought about the same thing. And I was like, I tried not to, it, I did not want to believe anything like that. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was thinking like that. I was thinking where the brother Ticket was coming from, but I was like, I don't know. But then after I read that article, Stephen, about uh, what you call James Harden saying that he was going to sign the extension. He lied to Kevin Durant during the offseason, saying that he was going to sign that extension and everything. Then I was like, okay, yeah, he's on to something. And then also he had been talking to Embiid ever since he was in a Houston uniform. So that makes you wonder. I mean, what type of plan they had, even though Morey, was still over there and everything. But I mean, come on, man, we see right through him. But D'Antoni's gonna come over there. He's gonna be all about offense, no defense. Everybody done caught up to the style that D'Antoni, once is known for, which is the 7 seconds or less. Everybody, I mean, pretty much a lot of the teams are using it now, and they've taken it and ran with it. That's one thing that amongst a couple of other things that you could give D'Antoni props for is revolutionizing that style. And then a lot of teams have taken it and kind of turned it into a hybrid version or whatnot. You said that statement MB said about MVP, it not confident player we don't want need on our team. I think I know what you're trying to say. That statement about MVP. It's not a confident player. We don't want. Yeah, we don't. Listen. As long as we have a leader that is all focused on individual accolades, and he comes up short in key moments, making making mistakes towards the end, stuff like that. We're never gonna go anywhere. And then you couple that with the fact of having a coach who doesn't have any idea what to do down the stretch in terms of his adjustments, in terms of his rotations, things of that nature. We're not gonna go nowhere. We're not going anywhere, and we definitely need a shakeup. I've said I've thought about several people in mind. Listen, some people might think I'm crazy. Shh. I would like to have a guy like Jawan Howard in Philly, but he's focused on Michigan. I would like to have a guy like Jawan Howard in Philly. But we gotta get over the hump, man. We We got to get to an Eastern Conference Finals, and on top of that, we got to get to a final, and we finally got to at least be close to winning, Stephen Green, man. I mean, this is exhausting. But see, my point for making this video, man, is like you should already see you can already see that this guy is pretty much 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And when you're coaching like that, that makes you really really not care. It's like, okay, if we lose anyway. It's sort of like what Vogel is going through. Vogel knows Vogel's not stupid. Vogel knows his time is up. Doc Rivers knows his time is up, but he also knows that he might have another job waiting on him. Yeah, I've been calling for Sam Cassell for I don't know how long. Stephen Green. I've been saying Sam Cassell for the longest. Move Doc Rivers up. I'm not saying don't get rid of, but he may not want to be a part of. He may not want to be a part of the organization like that. He may want to go somewhere else. But could I see? You know what? I think he's tired of the big market. Uh, him going to LA. What's up with it, True Viking? Um, I think he's tired of the big market because he already dealt with Boston. He dealt with he dealt with the Clippers. To a degree, that's still a big market. He's still in LA, and at that time, what I'm saying, it was Live City. And then on top of that, he's in Philly. Philly is still a big market, but we haven't won and we haven't performed up to the level of a big market team over the last couple of years. And when I say perform big, I'm talking about getting to an Eastern Conference Finals or even getting to the finals. But I know his he's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That ain't even a question. What's up with it, Lou? I see you in the building. He's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's why I'm trying to think of a coach, a prime example of a coach that he knew his time was up and really didn't even care no more. And it's like I don't want a guy like that in that mental state leading a group of men because it's like, okay, what are you playing for? What are you playing for? Like, what are you truly out here for? What are your rotations are suspects. Anybody can see that everybody can see that your rotations are suspect. Your adjustment down the stretch, they have not been working. You're still doing the same thing that you were doing. Shoot, from before the bubble, in the bubble, after the bubble, you're still doing the same thing, man. So I'm just like, why would you even step up in here knowing that the Lakers, because see, this is the thing, Danny Ainge, he if he goes over there and goes to Utah, It's not gonna make the grass ain't gonna be any greener on the other side. I mean, honestly, honestly, I mean Quinn Snyder, he's been on the hot seat for quite some time. Well, nah, well, no, 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 no. Well, I'm not gonna even go there with Steve Nash. Believe it or not, I don't fault Nash a lot for what's going on. Believe it or not, even though Brooklyn they haven't done a good job defensively, I'm not gonna put a lot of that on Nash though. I'm not gonna put a lot of that on Nash. I think that, and then on top of that, you got to realize, Lou, they got a future too, man. They got they got two first rounders. Um, you know they got a hell of a future, and then Ben Simmons coming back because he's not gonna play in the play in. They said so. I don't think that are gonna automatically sideswipe Steve Nash like that. I mean, I highly doubt it. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But Philly needs a shakeup. They need a shakeup. Go ahead and get Sam Cassell in there. Um, Listen, they ought to try it. Given I know he's in Boston right now. Shoot, go ahead and give Damon Stoudemire a try. I would like to see Damon Stoudemire, get his chance because Doc is going to do the same thing, and him going to LA. That's not gonna make that. You think that's the answer? Like, man, LA trying to find anything they can besides Vogel right now. They trying to find anything they like, man. Shoot, they'll be like, yeah, Polo, come on over here and coach. Yeah, Lou, come on, man. Yeah, yeah, you got good basketball knowledge. Come on over here, Lou. Oh man, Stephen Green. Yeah, 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 man. Come on over here, man. Yeah, we'll have Stephen Green. Like, man, they reaching for any goddamn body. That's not gonna happen, Lou. Mike D'Antoni's gonna come over there on the team. Uh, Embiid is gonna somehow, some way, be xed out of the deal, like everybody been saying. That Michael Cooper, yeah, yeah, I would like to have Michael Cooper. He was coaching the WNBA, but I think he'll be good in the NBA too. Yeah, Michael Cooper. And man, let's not talk about Michael Cooper right now because I'm so heated that they didn't put him in the Hall of Fame, man. Come on, man. I mean, I like Mono. I got love for Mono. Tim Hardaway, of course. But come on, man. Mike Coop deserved to be up in there, man. But that's a whole nother story. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, we listen. Nobody's gonna be able to deal with James Harden like that, Lou. Nobody's gonna be able to deal with the ego that he has. He just not. He's not the type. Listen, they already came out. and they were talking about how James Harden and Kyrie Irving they had played 1-on-1. Stephen A. was talking about it, and they were talking about how they were playing 1-on-1, and Kyrie Irving was just murdering this dude, and this dude was getting so heated, and they got into it and stuff like that. But I mean, he knows that his time, man, it's not James Harden. I'm just being honest with you, man. Tom has caught up. All that partying and drinking and lifestyle stuff like that, that has caught up with him. You might have been able to get away with that when you were in your young 20s, or even when you were in college and stuff like that, man. But dog, you in a league where guys are extremely competitive, and they're looking at you. They're like, oh yeah, he's partying, he's drinking, he out there, messing with girls, da 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 da. Coming into camp, all overweight, ain't been working on his game, ain't been working on his quickness, ain't been working on his shooting, ain't been working on his athleticism and all that other stuff. Man, they're gonna try to get his number, and they're not gonna feel any sympathy about it. Nobody's gonna be able to deal with Harden. The only person that's gonna be able to deal with Harden is Mike D'Antoni or Mike D'Antoni. That's who's gonna be able to deal with him. Other than that, nobody's gonna be able to deal with him. I mean, that's easy work. James Harden, of course it is, Lou. We've been saying that over. Man, listen, this guy, he's not built to win no championship. He's not built to win no championship. But all these Harden fans, they get so mad when you say that. It doesn't take. Look, the dude is talented, Lou, and Stephen Green and True Viking Queen, but he's not gonna get you there. He's not focused on winning like that. Look, I put to you like this. I put to you like this. All right, Ben Simmons has a better upside and a better chance than James Harden does. Like I've said time and time again, if if Ben Simmons, and I've already told you this, Lou. I've told you this to Stephen Green and True Viking. You give Ben Simmons a jump shot and a killer mentality, this dude would be unbelievable. This dude would be unbelievable. And everybody thinks that I think that uh what's it called? Ben Simmons is trash and he can't do this and can't do that. Mm-mm. I ain't never felt that way. I just don't like his attitude, or didn't once upon a time. But now we got to worry about if his back is gonna hold up, because that's gonna be an issue coming up down the line. Hopefully it's not an issue going down the line. Harden, man, his time, man, his time has been up, man. He All right, sorry about that. Um, man, man, Lou the writer is hitting on facts right now. So are you, Stephen Green. All right, now you said James Harden is going to regret doing what he did. Exactly, he is. You know, I mean, what are you gonna? What can you possibly say about this guy besides the MVP and besides ISO ball? I don't think that that's gonna happen. I don't think that that's gonna happen, Stephen Green. I highly doubt that that's gonna happen. Not with Daryl Morey. Not with Daryl Morey. Not with Daryl Morey. We need to focus on. Look, I'm a, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? I would love to have a guy like James Wiseman, man. You know what I'm saying? I would like to have him, or man, man, I would even like to have a Jeremy Grant or a Cade Cunningham, even though Jeremy Grant started off. But I would like to have a Cade Cunningham over there. And I don't want anybody getting all technical. Well, you don't have the money and and all this other stuff. I'm just saying I would like to have him. I'm not saying that we could get him, but I would like to have that type of player. I know motherfuckers be getting all technical. Well, you can't do that, Polo. I'm like, look, can't I just have some wishful thinking? Shit, man. Well, no, you don't have the money, or you don't have the space. You already got rid of you. Whatever. I'm just thinking in hindsight. You know what I'm saying? It would be those type of players would be great to have. They would be great complementary players for an Embiid. Well, in Kate Cunningham's case, he would be a great complementary player. I think he would be a better complementary player than than um than what's it called in Harden. What's up with it, Jason Murphy? I see you in the building. I think I think he would be a better complementary player, and James Wiseman would be a greater backup big man. Because everybody might have lost their faith in Wiseman. I haven't. I think Wiseman is going to be pretty damn good, man. I think his potential is real solid. What's up, Don Lovato? But he's 1 foot in and 1 foot out, man. That's just a reality, unfortunately. I don't like it, but that's just how it is, man. And some of these Sixers fans, they're trying to blame they're trying to blame Doc like it's all his fault. It's not all Doc's fault. He's got a major problem with it though. I mean, you know, if you look at his coaching, it hasn't been good. I like have a young team move the ball and play team defense. Uh, yeah, that's what we're talking about, Don Lovato. Go rewind the stream. Go rewind the stream, man. You coming in late. We're already talking about that. Lakers and the Jazz, man. Um, Yeah, that's facts though, Lou. That's facts. You gotta have a young team. And look, shoot. While we talking coaches, we gotta put Billy Donovan on the hot seat too, Lou. And I never thought I would say that about Billy Donovan, but he's on the hot seat. Him and Quinn Snyder, these guys are on the hot seat. Lou Raw, yeah. Why you asked about Lou Raw, man? nigga, Don Lovato, man, he be coming out of nowhere, man. Lou Raw. Yeah, I remember when he used to. My mom used to watch him. Are you listening to him? Oh, okay. You said Doc Rivers is a regular season coach. Yeah, exactly. Like Doc Rivers is not. Doc Rivers is. And now I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close out, y'all. Doc Rivers is not cut out to be a head coach in this era anymore. In terms, if you're trying to really win and be successful right now, you got to look at Monty Williams' blueprint. Like look at what Monty Williams is doing. Look at what look at what look at what what's it called is doing. I'm a Udoka. Look at what they're doing. No, you don't, man. Man, how the hell you gonna love Monty Williams, man, and you a Lakers fan? Get out of here, man. You don't like anything affiliated with Phoenix, man. Talking about you like Monty Williams. Yeah, you better start liking Mark Jackson, Don Lovato, or you better start like you better start liking Doc Rivers if he comes. 'Cause that's who the Lakers are focused on. Hell, they might even be focused on goddamn Coach K and shit. Nah, man, nah, he good where he at. Cause Monty's not to be fucked with. Monty's not to be fucked with, man. Monty will tell you in the heartbeat that he's strong headed. That's why he got so much respect in the league. And he's a people's guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a personnel guy. He gets along good with his players, and on top of that, he's the X's and O's. He's an X's and O's guy too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, man, he's not gonna. He's better fit over there what he doing in Phoenix. Mark Jackson ain't coming because of religious issues. No, I'm just saying. Well, nah. I mean, they could still find a way. That religious thing. They'll get around that. They'll be able to get around that, man. You know, they'll be able to get. They'll be able to get around that. But yeah, Yeah, man. You know Hubert Davis, but I'm glad they. You know, look, I'm happy for Hubert Davis. So happy for that dude, man. And they didn't make it to. They hadn't made it to tournament. eh, You know, well, finals in quite in a little bit, man. So you know that was a good turnaround. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'll be back a little bit later. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment.